Hey guys, my name is Avialence and I want to welcome you to a quick video. This time a little simpler than I normally do, but we're going to talk about State of Decay and my first impressions with the game. Now, because this week is so crazy, I am working like crazy on E3. We actually put out 53 articles on Gamersalt Weekly, and then that includes, tweeting them and doing this, that, and the other. So I've been focusing on State of Decay. I am reviewing the game. However, it's going to be a little bit of time because I had to basically put it aside for Arena Gaming League number 7, which is a Halo tournament that I helped through with the weekend, and then also E3 throughout this week. Now, Monday was the big day with all the press conferences. It's gone, so State of Decay is now back in my hands as of Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to it, but I have to get through it before The Last of Us. We're going to see how that works out. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a video here on YouTube with the first impressions for State of Decay. Now, State of Decay is a third-person zombie action game, and in all honesty, I wasn't expecting a lot out of it. However, State of Decay has actually really blown me away with that, and that's why I wanted to put this video out there for you guys, because this game is something that I haven't seen for a while, and it's something that's creative in a genre that, quite frankly, we don't think is that creative right now, because so many games have been put out for the zombie genre with stuff like DayZ, Dead Rising, Dead Island, all these things, but State of Decay stands out on its own. Now, it is a $20 downloadable title on the Xbox Live Arcade. It is currently only on the Xbox Live Arcade, so you cannot get it on PSN or on PC, although plans to bring it to the PC have been confirmed by the developer Undead Labs. Now, State of Decay overall is a very impressive product with a lot of different features. The way I would describe it in a few words is honestly an overglorified tower defense, and a lot of people are like, whoa, that makes no sense. Well, State of Decay is all about building a base and keeping it alive. Now, this base is where you're going to have a lot of your resources, right? And where you're going to put a lot of extensions and everything. And that's what's key in this game, is building up your base and your resources. Now, what you're going to see on screen here is actually that system. So, with your base, you can build up things in your base. Currently, I've only done a church. However, I know you can move bases to different home locations, is what they're called, after clearing them out, which allow for more construction and more area and more population. Now, as you're going around, you're going to play as multiple characters. These characters are, honestly, I'm not sure if they're random or if they're set, since I haven't replayed the game or anything like that. I've only got about 10 hours on it. But these characters are various people you're going to pick up and find as you're going around the world. Now, when you find these characters, it's important to note that you also have to accommodate them. So if you pick up a group of survivors, your population will increase, and thus the days it takes for your food to get drained and your water to get drained, all your supplies basically will actually go up and then down and then up and then down depending on what scenario you're in, which is actually really cool. Now, the mechanics in this game are very straightforward. You have your melee weapon, and then you have your ranged weapon. Each character that you have in your party can equip one of each. Now, these weapons are based on effectiveness, and they work quite well at least for the most part. I didn't really use rifles too much because they didn't have enough stopping power to take down hordes of zombies until I actually got my first military rifle about 10 hours into the game. Now, ammunition here is scarce, and that's one of the key factors here. You want to aim for the head, which is why it's important to pick up different perks and stuff. Now, your characters will rank up in a couple different skills. The ones I remember off the top of my head are cardio, firearms, power, in these different abilities that obviously affect your combat. Well, these abilities can be upgraded to a maximum of level 7, and it's done by simply using them. Now, you can only pick one specialization on each. You'll be able to pick a passive specialization, which is stuff like your stamina drains slower and everything like that. Or you can also pick an active specialization. Now, you can pick one of each. Now, the active is weapon specialization, basically. So you'll get a bonus for guns, or you'll get a bonus for blunt weapons, or you'll get a bonus for shotguns, that kind of thing. Now, these work really well, although I wish I could pick more and have a deeper character customization system instead of swapping between so many different characters. Now, in the game, there is a stamina system and a health system. The health system simply is exactly as you would expect. You take damage, you lose health. Now, the interesting thing here is that there is permanent death in this game. If a character dies, it is gone for that playthrough. Now, I've had a couple people die from black fever or something like that because they don't have enough medical supplies, which instantly just kills them and turns them into a zombie, so you got to take care of them. I've had people die from doing supply runs, which are very necessary in the game, and things like that. Now, supply runs are these different resources you have. So you're going to have fuel, which is used to power your cars. You're also going to have materials, which is used to build up things around your base. And you're also going to have medical supplies, which is used to keep your population well, healthy, and have a stash of medical supplies at your base. And on, and so on, and so on. So it goes on for quite a while, which is interesting. Now, these supplies you're constantly going to have to be searching for. You can make radio calls out to use it via your radio station at home base and things like that. The game, all in all, I mean, it's really in-depth, guys. And I know I'm being very brief with this video, and there's really not much I can do to get around that. It is a first impressions video, and I wish I could talk more and go in depth, and I may later on with State of Decay. It's just this week is so busy, which normally doesn't happen over the summer, but I hope you guys can trust me on that one. With State of Decay, Warframe updates, E3, a lot of E3 stuff this year. Last of Us I'm covering this coming weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. So all in all, though, guys, I mean, State of Decay is great. It's simple. It's worth $20, absolutely, if you're a big fan of zombie games. And it only suffers from a few issues, which I do think are worthwhile pointing out. Now, the game is a downloadable title via the Xbox Live Arcade, and it does have occasional frame lag issues. And these aren't anything that'll ruin the game. It's just something I would expect if I was running it on like a low-end PC, right, where you get that couple seconds of frame lag, which I guess can definitely show the limitations of the current gen hardware, right, not next gen. Because when you have a ton of zombies on screen, that's that. Ton of zombies on screen will lag you up a little bit. But outside of that, it's definitely a great game and definitely worth your 1,600 Microsoft points. I want to give a big shout out to Undead Labs for creating such an amazing Xbox Live Arcade experience. I haven't had this much fun on the Xbox Live Arcade since I picked up and played through Fez or, Far Cry, Blood Dragon. I mean, you guys did a great job. You made an amazing experience that has some really unique elements. And honestly, feels like a little bit of a single-player DayZ. I do hope you guys add co-op later in the game. I think it'd be very cool, but single-player is working just as well for me right now. And I do hope that since it's a downloadable title, you guys will have a file or a fix in order to fix that frame lag problem, because it does get quite frustrating at some points in the game, and I know there's no way to get around it, and that's really what gets me. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like, thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. I love them, they help me, and you guys are awesome for giving me thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video too, please feel free to leave me a comment below telling me what you think of State of Decay if you have it, or, if you'd be interested in hearing anything else, because I know this video was quite brief. Outside of that, I also do videos like this every week, almost every day every week, tons of times, plus host live streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and would love to have you click that subscribe button and join my community. Anyway, guys, I'm out to do more E3 and play more State of Decay, and I'm looking forward to talking to you later this week. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.